What's up, everyone? In this video, I'm going to talk about how to become an investor in just 7 days. Let's jump in with a different activity for you to do every day for 7 days. On day 1, create your budget. This is the most important piece of becoming an investor, creating your budget. Let me tell you why. Your budget is a roadmap. Your budget is a plan for the month for you to take what you have coming in, your income, and to allocate it to your expenses. By having a budget, you are setting an intention. This is what I want to do with my money. This is where it's going to go. Now, a budget is only going to get you so far. A budget is just numbers on a piece of paper, and it's up to you to act in alignment with that budget. But that setup is incredibly important for you to achieve success every single month. On day 2, figure out your discretionary income. If you want to control your money so that you can invest, you have to do this. Figure out your discretionary income. Let me tell you why. Your discretionary income is the difference between the money you have coming in from your job minus your expenses. That leftover money is money that you have to be able to go on vacation, to buy a car, to do the thing that you always wanted to do, or to invest. It's that leftover money that is going to fuel your goals to invest, but you need to know what it is in order to figure out how much you can invest every single month. Day number 3, we're gonna set goals. This technique will make you 10 times more likely to succeed. And that technique is setting goals to help keep you accountable. Goals can look like a lot of things. People have goals to reduce the number of Ubers they take, or reduce their Starbucks, or to spend less money on dining out. So as we look at our goals, what can you add in to your goals to make this more of a positive experience? For example, let's say that you want to have $10,000 invested over the course of a year. Well, break it down. 10,000 divided by 12 is around $830. So you would need to invest that much per month in order to get to 10,000. If you can't invest $830 per month, break it down even further to 24 months, 2 years, and it becomes around $400 a month. But the more that you break this down, you have a roadmap, you're going to achieve those positive goals, things that you're adding in rather than subtracting. On day 4, learn the power of compounding interest. Benjamin Franklin said it best: money makes money, and the money that money makes money. How can you do this while investing? Well, through compounding interest. So compounding interest is the money that you earn on money already invested. For example, if I have $1,000 invested, and in year 1, I make 10%, I can either take that $100 that I would make and pocket that, or I can leave that invested. And then in year 2, instead of making 10% on that 1,000, now I'm getting a return on $1,100. You see, it starts small, but after a while, it starts to grow exponentially. And this is why you might hear people say, would you rather $1 million now or a penny doubled every single day for 30 days? That $1 million sounds like a lot, but that penny doubled yields millions. And that's because the more that you have can see exponential growth. On day 5, we are going to automate. This next tip is my favorite method for automating all of your money, and it's called the cheddar method. CH stands for checks. Automate your checks and your payments, whatever you get paid in as income, via direct deposit, so it automatically winds up in your account. E is your emergency fund. Make sure that if you don't have an emergency fund, any money that you are contributing to that emergency fund monthly is getting automatically contributed. D stands for debts. To avoid interest and penalties on your debts, make sure that you have all of those debts getting paid via automatic payment. A stands for assets. If you are contributing money monthly to your investments, or you want to, make sure you're doing this with auto contributions. On a brokerage like Fidelity, you need to get that money automatically transferred every month so you don't have to think about it. So it just happens like clockwork. R stands for retirement. If you have the option to use a 401k at work, it is so easy to just elect to contribute. That money comes out of your paycheck pre-tax. I don't even think about it anymore. It is one of the best ways to build wealth with very little effort. On day 6, we're going to refine your focus. This is the mistake that most new investors make that nobody talks about. Investors need to focus on their percentage returns rather than the dollar amount made. And it's because you need to put apples to apples. If I have $100 invested and only make 10%, that's just $10. That doesn't sound like a lot, but that's a 10% return, and that's a really good return within a year. But if I had $100,000 invested and I made 10%, that's $10,000. That's a lot. So for new investors, you need to not look at the dollar amount that you're getting, but rather what percentage return are you getting? That's how you can measure success. On day 7, we're gonna think long-term. My go-to advice for any new investor when they start out is to avoid being a day trader. Let me tell you why. Now look, I'm not gonna knock being a day trader. Day traders have highly skilled expertise in this area, but that's just it. It takes a lot of time and knowledge and education to get to that. And if you're a new investor, you need to focus on the long term. I'd rather be right over 24 years than have to be right over 24 hours. And that's because the shorter the investment horizon, the higher the risk. So to protect your money, start to think long term. So there you have it. 7 days to becoming an investor. Create your budget, figure out your discretionary income, set goals, learn the power of compounding, automate everything, refine your focus, and think long term. If you're just the average person who wants to get their financial life together, make sure that you subscribe to my channel, because every week I'm dropping new videos that are gonna help you make smart decisions today so that you can be rich tomorrow. And by the way, go look at the show notes. I have free ebooks you can download on debt and budgeting, constantly adding new free stuff for you, but go check it out. It's all there. I also have links to my budget, net worth tracker, debt tracker, all of these goodies that you can go check out. But if you just like these videos, make sure you subscribe. I'll be here again next week. Stay smart out there. I'm Ian. See ya.